Tape script 10.29.1.
Mrs. Mom wants us to discuss where we would like to travel in Thailand during our school break.
I would love to visit Thailand. There is a festival in northeastern Thailand I've always wanted to attend called the Soren Elephant Roundup. It would be awesome to see 300 elephants together in one place.
That's a long time to travel.
Not really. All I would need to do is take a bus to Old Smudge and cross at the border. In Thailand, I can get where I want to go by bus, train, or taxi.
I hate to ride buses. I plan to fly. It's easier and not very expensive.
Where do you want to go?
Bangkok, of course. I want to see the Grand Palace and naturally to shop in the designer malls.
Oh, how boring. I don't want to spend my trip walking from one store to another. Where do you wish to visit, Pisat?
I like to explore historic areas, so I want to see central Thailand. I think I would like to take a bicycle tour of the ruins in Ayutthaya.
End of tape script 10.29.1. Tape script 10.29.2.
I think sightseeing in Bangkok would be wonderful. There are so many things to see and do. I love to ride trains, so I'm going to catch a train from the airport and ride it into Bangkok. It's a lot cheaper and quicker than a taxi ride. My first day in Bangkok, I plan to shop. I aim to walk and look through all of the 4,000 shops along Sukhumvit Mall Maintenance Mall. I intend to spend the rest of my time roaming around to various strange and interesting places to take photos. To start, I really want to see the Grand Palace and the Temple of the Emerald Buddha. It is a very spiritual place for Buddhists to make a trip to worship. Next, I want to visit Wat Pharivat, better known as David Beckham Temple. It's a really interesting temple and has a Garuda meant to look like David Beckham. I just have to get a photo of it. Other places that I'm dying to see in Bangkok are Erawan Museum, Snow Town, and Art in Paradise.
End of tape script 10.29.2. Tape script 10.29.3.
I recently returned from traveling in central Thailand. My dad and I went to several temples in Ayutthaya and Lopburi. Early on our first day in Ayutthaya, it started raining. After watching the rain for about half an hour, my dad said, "I feel like going for a bicycle ride. Want to come?" I enjoy learning about ancient culture, and I didn't want to miss a great adventure with my dad. I said, "Sure." My dad is the type of person who doesn't mind getting wet, so we rented a couple of bicycles and set off pedaling in the rain. By the time we reached the third temple, the sun had started shining. My dad took out his camera and began snapping pictures of the temple complexes. He is a very artistic person. Every once in a while he'd yelled, "Stop moving and give me your best smile." Then, with a click, we'd continue riding. We visited many temples that day, but my favorite was Wat Mahathat. There is a large Buddha head resting in the roots of a banyan tree. In another part of the complex are rows of headless Buddha statues. Standing and staring at the statues, I couldn't help wondering what had happened to them. Biking through Ayutthaya enabled us to see many odd little things we would have missed traveling in a car or a mop. Cycling through town, we saw elephants walking around, colorfully decorated vehicles, and lots of crazy statues of chickens.
End of tape script 10.29.3. Tape script 10 10.29.4.
I was so excited. My parents had promised to give me a holiday as a present for all my hard work at school this year. I was so looking forward to going to Thailand. I really wanted to visit the northeastern part of the country. There were so many things I was interested in seeing: the Soren elephant roundup and a few temples from the Angkorian era. I really liked exploring. The problems then started. First, there was the passport concern. I am sure I remember sending the application off. I am certain I was on my way home from school and I remembered to stop at a travel agent's office and send it. Or did I? Did I stop walking and give it to the travel agent or not? I appear to have problems with my memory. Next, there was the bus ticket. My parents preferred to travel by minivan, but I wanted to have some room. I deserved to ride on a proper bus after all my hard work at school. Surely, it seemed to be the case that they were coming around to my way of thinking, but then they started to encourage me to look for cheaper forms of transport again. Finally, they refused to pay for the expensive bus, so I had to tolerate a share minivan again. The final matter was that I planned on meeting up with some school friends while there. My parents advised me to avoid two of my chosen friends as they were bad influences. They would not even consider allowing me to meet up with these two, not to mention stay with them for a few nights. Unbelievable. My parents are so strict. The final result is that I have no passport. A 15-person minivan booked to somewhere within the area of Osmach with a guest house booked in the middle of nowhere where the doors close at 8 p.m. So I couldn't even go out if I wanted to. Looks like I have a trip to Sihanouk Viir to look forward to. Great present for working hard.
End of tape script 10.29.4.